Morning. Back to work after another long weekend. Really disappointed with a few things. Obviously, I'm a big fan of boxing, and Anthony Joshua from UK have lost his titles with Andy Ruiz. Something wasn't right. But that's a bit of a pity. That I am upset, but that's just how life goes on. I don't think he's performed well. I don't think he was clued on. He didn't look right. Something funny about this particularly this match. The expression on his face wasn't even right. So something doesn't add up. But anyway, going back onto my job, I've got a Lenovo IdeaPad 110S. It's dead. I'm trying to establish what's wrong with it. I don't think there's a charger with that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use my bench power supply. The input voltage is 20 volt at 2.25 amp. So let me grab my bench power supply lead. Let me see what sort of jack it requires. Could that fit? No, that won't be the one. So let's grab these jack. They're very handy. They're very handy, honest to God. They're absolutely angel. Just amazing how handy these ports are. I picked them off from, yep, there we go, that's the one that'll do it. So let me, and I've done an unboxing before, but these are all the various jack that came with it, and I think it's just under 20 quid along with all them as well. Look at this selection on this, it's just absolutely amazing. There's this massive, there's 40 odd tip here basically, and if you don't have the charger, that's perfectly fine. These will become exceptionally handy. So let's set the bench power supply here. 20 volts at 2.25 amp. So we'll do paperwork so you guys have control on my address. So this, powering the bench supply, and I don't know if that's in view. Probably just show you what's happening. So there's the cheaper end of the bench power supply. So we're going to set it at 2.25 amp at 28 volt. Okay, so let's just cross-reference that. So it's set at 2.25 amp at 20 volts, right? Okay. So let's see what the amp drawer is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you back onto laptop view. Oh no, I can't, can I? No, you need to see the amp drawer. Okay, so let's plug the lead in, and it's drawing 0 amp. It's not drawing anything at all. Okay, so let's unbox. Let's just leave the bench power supply on for now. Let's focus on this. So much faffing around moving the camcorder this way, that way. This is why I just don't. Okay, let's close. I'm just doing multiple repairs at the same time, so just bear with me. So okay, superb. Restart that one. Okay, so let's dismantle, take it off. That's been taken off. Right, so let's have a visual. Well, in fact, I'm going to get my multimeter down. Just going to see if there is a, if we're getting 19 volt on the input side of the laptop. So let's put that in. I don't know if you can see that. Oops. To put that further back and zoom in. Let's have a look. So I'm going to check the DC in basically and see if there is 19 volt coming through that. So let's sort of just trying to position the camcorder is just absolutely awkward. Trying to do that. Right, okay, so let's plug in the power supply. This is where the DC in is. I use my very special tip. It's made by Fluke TP something it was, or T something, but it doesn't. I don't have the part number on it for some reason. That's blemished away. Is it? Have I got it on the other one? Unfortunately, it has. So that's a bit of a pity. That. So ground, and let's check the V in. No, nothing. Right. So let me just sort of, as daft as it may seem, let's just make sure that I'm getting voltage on that side. Yeah, I'm getting 20 volts on the tip of the pin. There's nothing. I think I've spotted something here actually. Just bear with me, I think there's a break on the connection. I think there is a break on the connection. What I'll do is let me demonstrate something. I think I've found what the problem is. And it's a job that's not going to troll me. I'm not going to use the multimeter, but I'm going to use a set of tweezers to make it a bit more light. There's the power button. Okay, so as soon as I make contact, the power supply is not a steady connection. This actually, I'm not. It's drawing 0.18, 0.3, 0.335, and have the display on. So, yep, okay. Let's see if I can get it under a microscope and give you a view of what's happening. These are common problems with laptops. The issue with this is that I can change the DC jack. That would be a quicker and an alternative solution, but I'm not going to do that because it's a bit of a pain on the arse. So I'm just going to go for an easy solution to this and just reapply solder onto the joints. So let me see if I can show you what's going on here basically. Let me take this tripod off this, move this tripod around and see if I can get a view of what's going on here. It's just amazing how you can sort of there you go. Now, in fact, let me sort of raise the heightness of this. Pain in the ass. I think you can just about make out the break here on the edge of that tip. Let me sort of get a pair of tweezers and I'll show you what's happening. Just as we see it just disconnect the battery before messing about with this actually, because what I don't want to do is short anything out. Yeah, you can just about see the break there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder that joint, and then that would be happy days. Now what I would like to do if possible is to keep the tripod there right in front of me. It's like carrying a little baby and trying to drive or work, and see if I can carry on the repair. Okay, under the microscope. It's going to be painful. Yep, you can see the separation on the pin, can't you? So let me sort of move out. That's as good as it's gonna get. So you can see it moving. Right, okay, so easy fix would be to just throw a blob of flux and a bit of solder. The funny thing is that this is the first, I think it's the first time I'm making a decent attempt to try and friggin' do the soldering process, but being at the back of the camcorder. Fucking vision engineering. Bunch of idiots. They've got all the technology in the world, but they can't develop a decent microscope with well, they've developed a decent microscope, but they haven't developed a microscope with camera. It's a bit of a pity that. It's a lot of money you're paying for these sort of equipment, but I find it quite frustrating that. What's all this? Go away. It's going through my phone, sorry. Okay, so sort this PC out. That's okay. So now what I'm going to do is the ultimate test of trying sort of solder while being on the back of the camcorder. Right, let me grab a bit of a solder from my solder reel. In fact, I might be able to just about see. No, that's going to be a difficult one. Right, okay, so. Hope that's going to do the trick. I will take you off the microscope just so that I can quite clearly see that there is no bridging. There is no bridging. I think that's satisfactory. So I'm going to come back out. Excuse me. Hope I'm not coming down with anything. Pray to God that I'm not coming down with anything. I've got a lot of work to crack on with. Absolutely immense amount of work to crack on with. So let's get this back here. I hope it's a quick and easy fix, but you never know. Oh, just one other thing I needed to check is to make sure that the pin's got no bridging. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick clean. As always, being a clean freak. Am I out of view or am I within view? I don't know what I've done. I'm within view. It's funny when you're doing 4K content recording, the batteries tend to discharge a lot quicker versus the 1080p, so Okay, mate. Hopefully that will set things straight. I'm going to get my heat gun and get rid of any excess flux build on the. Just evaporate that. That'll do it. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Let's check one more time. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do beautifully. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reconnect the battery. Rid of all them. Get you into the view of the bench power supply, so you can see that. Zoom in, zoom out. Okay. Tired, not been sleeping well, so the bench power supply is drawing 0.011 amp. Let's power the unit on, and I'll let you focus on. Just somebody's at my door. No, that's not my door. It's okay. So yeah, it's powered on, showing up as automatic repair. I don't know if you can see on the screen. And it's drawing 1.2 amp. I might sort of lift this way so you can see what's going on. And the trouble is, it's a common problem with this, you know, with having a thingy. I could easily replace the DC port, but I'm not going to go through the trouble of doing that. The downside of these is that you can't find the particular DC jack for this make. I struggled last time. You can find it for the 200 series, but for the 100 series I could not find, so I had to find the nearest one that'll fit, and then just jump a wire from the pin solder pad on the board onto the actual DC pin for the VCC in, basically. So so I'm coming up with an automatic thingy. Right, okay, well that's all. That was a short and easy repair. That's all I have for you for today. There's graphic chip replacements coming through pretty soon. I might be even recording something today, I don't know, we'll see. But for now, yep, that's all. Thank you very much, and take care. Bye for now.